What we're going to do is we're going to talk really quickly about the different free product programs through Pruvit for customers. So just a little bit about our company. If you're on this call, most likely you've tried ketones at the very least in a 60-hour reboot or a 5 or 10-day trial. Some of you guys have been using ketones for months, and maybe you're tired of having to hide the bill from your husband and you want to know how you can get your ketones for free, whatever it is. Pruvit has an amazing program, because a lot of times with these direct selling companies, you might ask someone about a discount program, like, do you have a discount program? And a lot of those companies require people to sign up as a promoter, as a distributor, as a quote unquote discount distributor, so that you can get a discount on your product. And kind of what happens in that situation is, people end up signing up to represent a company that they really aren't into selling it. They end up paying membership fees and promoter or distributor fees. And so when you really get down to it, the savings are pretty insignificant compared to all the fees that you're paying. So, Pruvit realizes that, and they really wanted to change the way people view that with discount programs for direct selling companies. And so what they have is the SmartShip discount program. So no matter who you are, if you're like myself and Lauren and Megan and you're a promoter, or if you're just a customer, you can get your product at 22% off every month simply by being on SmartShip. That just means that you love the product. You want to make sure you don't run out of it. You want to get it every 30 days. You sign up for auto ship and you get it at 22% off. That's our discount program. It's available to everybody. So that's really amazing. You don't have to pay promoter fees or anything like that. You don't have to sign up to sell something that you really don't want to sell, that you just want to get a discount on. And the really cool thing about that is that every 4th month, the company's also going to say thank you for your loyalty to our company, and they're going to throw in a free box of ketones with your order. So it's with your order. You're still going to be paying for your ketones at the 22% off discount every 4th month, but then they're going to throw in, they call it the Mystery Max box. Last month, I think it was some people got Splash, some people got Swiss Cacao, whatever it is. So that's the first level of savings, that you can save 22% off. And then the next level is, so we call that the first one is you're a fan of ketones. You want to make sure you don't run out. The next level would be a raving fan. So you love ketones, you get them on SmartShip, and you're drinking them consistently. What's going to happen when you're drinking ketones consistently, if you're doing the reboot consistently, is people are going to start noticing your changes. So the really cool thing about ketones is they're not a weight loss product, even though a lot of people see really amazing physical results. But usually people really start to notice those differences in your mood, differences in your focus. I'm a terrible example of that right now because I have terrible mom brain and I'm exhausted. So I sound I always give the little warning disclaimer that ketones do not cure mom brain, but they do help. But anyway, people will notice maybe you're more focused or you're just more with it. I think the biggest thing for women is the change in mood, because we do know that when you're in ketosis, there's some chemicals released in your brain that help with mood. And then people are going to notice the physical results too, that you're going to be noticing your clothes are fitting better, your face is shrinking, you're losing fat. And they're going to be or they're going to see you shaking up your ketones and they're going to say, what are you doing? And it's super easy for you to say, I don't know. I just drink these ketones. They're really good. They help with my appetite. And as a customer, if you refer that to people to buy ketones, you have essentially paid for your ketones the next month. The way that that works is that when people order, you're going to be getting the average of their 2 orders in Pruvit bucks, and Pruvit bucks can be applied to your Smart Ship order. And usually people buy a box or 2 when they do order. And so you can easily get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly share my screen, because as a customer, and even if you ever decide to promote, you do not need to know how to explain what ketones are. You don't need to explain what ketosis is. You don't have to get into any of that. None of us are nutritionists, dietitians, scientists. I leave that to the company. So what's really cool is if you've ever ordered from the site, you have this cloud account. It's where, we call it your cloud. It's where you can shop. It's where you can get information. But if you go to your cloud account, you have these really cool share links here, right? And so say your Aunt Sally's like, what are you doing? It looks amazing. You look amazing. And you're like, well, I'm drinking these ketone things. Can I send you a really quick video? It explains it much better than I can. You go to Experience Keto, you copy and paste it, you send it to your Aunt Sally in a text, and you let that video do the talking for you. It's that really simplistic campfire video. That video is really simplistic for a reason, because we don't need to go into the science or the physiology or any of that. Really, all people need to know is that there's a way you can biohack your body into ketosis, and a way to do it safely. And with our ketones are actually the only patented bioidentical ketones. They're bioidentical to the ones your body makes, so they're super effective. As you know, if you're on this call, you love your ketones. You can even, so like this is my customer account, so it says, my link says 6mm. If you have your link, you can go to your settings up in the top right here, which is hard for me to show it right now, but there's where you can go to settings. You can say like, ambervalencia.experienceketo.com or whatever. You can do that. So that's a really easy way to go ahead and just share it. One thing I wanted to touch on is if you are going to sign up for Smart Ship, a lot of people, myself included, are very leery of a Smart Ship program, because myself included, people get roped into or really stuck with an auto shipment type program where it's really hard to get out of. You have to call an 800 number on Saturdays between the hours of 8 and 10 and talk to someone to cancel something, or even as the case for me with a certain company is I actually have to pay a cancellation fee just because I no longer want the product. So again, I understand that. Our company is really, really simple. So if you have a Smart Ship set up, you can set it up when you purchase. All you have to do, like if you're just not going to be able to swing it this month, financially you can't do it, whatever the reasoning is, all you do is log in and you press this cancel Smart Ship button. It'll tell you, okay, are you sure you want to do this? You cancel it and you're done. You don't have to talk to anyone. You can do it anytime. If you do have it, oh, I want it, I reactivated it. It's that simple. You can change your product from month to month. You can reschedule your date. You can change your payment information or your shipping address. So it's really simple to navigate that. And again, once you're on that Smart Ship, then you can, start sharing the link with people. You have, even right now, as a customer, all of you have all these different links. So say you show your Aunt Sally the Experience Keto link. Maybe she's not ready to order directly from the site. You can let her try a couple of your packets, or you can connect whoever that person is to your promoter. Your promoter can get them a 5 or 10 day experience, and then they can try it for 5 and 10 days. And then when they're ready, you're going to send them your Shop Keto link, and they're going to order directly from our site under your refer link. So it's super simple. It's a way for customers to, I think it's brilliant, because not only are you able to earn have a discount, but you can have free product, and you never want to have to pay promoter fees. You never have to sign up to do something that you're really not interested in. A little running joke that we have as promoters, though, is that, most people mess this up. Like, it's a pretty simple thing, but they mess it up because they, at a certain point, you get more than 2 people. And at that point, then we need to be talking promoting. So very simple. Lauren, did I miss anything, since I'm like mom zombie here? No? Okay, good. So what we'll do now is we're going to kind of just jump right into talking about what it is that promoters do, how it works like that. And then at the end, we can unmute the lines if anybody has any questions. So again, I don't even think I introduced myself. I'm Amber Valencia, and I'm with Pruvit. I'm an independent promoter. All of us with the company, we're independent promoters with Pruvit. I've been with the company for 2 years now. Prior to being with Pruvit, I was with another company, and I was a health and fitness coach. I had been doing that for years. And I got into, community-based marketing, network marketing, just kind of by chance. I did a workout program, got really amazing results, and wanted to help other people. But the last company I was with, it was a lot of work. It was pretty exhausting, and it was fine before I had kids. But once I had kids, it was difficult. And so I had Sophia and lost all my pregnancy weight right after I had her, and then started struggling with nutrition and sugar, using sugar to get me through the days, because I was not sleeping at night. And I was still trying to be a health and fitness coach, and it was really hard. I was trying to out-train terrible nutrition and all the sugar binges. And so someone recommended ketones to me, and I was like, well, okay. And I was one of the people that I totally lit up with my first dose of ketones. For those of you guys that, Lauren and Megan, you guys have heard this a million times. It was a half a packet of caffeine-free Maui Punch. It was in the afternoon, and it lit me up, and I did my workout, and I ate healthy for dinner, and I was like, this is crazy. And my body responded really quickly, because I was able to really quickly cut out all that sugar that I was binging on. And so at that point, I was, still with another company, but I was blown away with what I had experienced. I even remember watching that campfire video before I tried the product and telling my husband, if this is real, this is crazy. This is going to change the health and fitness industry. And so here we are 2 years later. Our company's only 3 years old. Ketones are still not very mainstream. For those of you guys that might know, like Lauren or Megan or I, you might think ketones are old news, but really they're not mainstream at all. We've just been in the conversation very early on. So we haven't even hit a huge wave of these are ketones. Ketones are going to become pretty much a household name pretty soon. More and more companies are coming out with ketones. One thing I like to make sure people understand is with Pruvit, we're the creators, we're the category kings. Other companies are popping up with ketone products, and that's really flattering. Ketones are amazing, and those other companies are opening the door for conversations about the power of ketones and ketosis. But our company's 3 years old, so it's a baby company. But our ketone formula has been in the works for several years. And so those companies that are just popping up with ketone products, they are, several years, 7, 8 years behind us in the research and development, which is why we do have our patented ketones that are the ones that are bioidentical. So, if you are the type of person that maybe you've tried other ketones, other ketones never really compare to ours, because you can think of it as like a key that fits, and the other ketones are keys that don't fit. So anywho, I started selling ketones. Well, people started noticing right away, like, because I was open about my struggles with sugar and weight gain after baby. And it kind of spread like wildfire. And I'm just really passionate about it. I think the thing that makes me most passionate about promoting is knowing that, even the people that I worked with beginning 5 years ago as a health and fitness coach, they've been doing ketones with me for 2 years. I don't even have to coach them anymore because they have had such powerful experiences using ketones consistently. So it's really exciting to be part of introducing people to something that really is life changing. Like, it's a fun drink and we're really fun about it, but it's a powerful drink. And like I said, the research, the development, the studies that are coming out, and just to know that, like, this is just the very beginning of this. For those of you that, whether or not you have experience or knowledge of community-based marketing or direct selling, I never knew a thing about it. I still don't. I just like to share things on Facebook with people. But our company really is standing out in the industry because we have one of the highest customer to promoter ratios. So a lot of direct selling opportunities out there are almost saturated. There are a lot of promoters and not a lot of customers at this point, especially when companies try to mass recruit. They want anybody and everybody to sign up as a promoter or distributor. So like when I mentioned earlier about the the discount promoter programs where they want you to sign up to be a promoter even if you don't want to. So it really saturates the market, where we have our average right now is one promoter to every 13 customers. And so that's like unheard of in this industry. And so it's just really like when you couple a few things, when you couple the fact that we have a product, it's technology that can allow people to biohack themselves into ketosis and do it safely and really in a way that's really just very powerful. When you couple that with the fact that we're a baby company that's just starting out and we have the customer to promoter ratio that we do, and then when you add that into the fact that keto is the most searched term on Google, it's the very popular right now. Everybody's doing keto, and the wave of keto is just beginning, especially because a lot of people are trying unsuccessfully to do keto and they're failing. Ketones are the missing link that people need to either live a keto-ish lifestyle, a low-carb lifestyle, or a full ketogenic lifestyle. But what we know is that processed carbohydrates and sugars are really hurting people. And more is coming out about sugar and the damage. So for people that are looking at this opportunity of selling ketones right now, it's a huge, huge opportunity in this moment and in time, because everything's just coming together when you add in all those factors together, if that makes sense. So how does promoting work? Well, like I mentioned earlier with the if you're a raving fan, you're drinking ketones, people notice. All that us promoters do is we talk to people about ketones and ketosis. We drink our ketones in public. We send people, we might share on social media, or we might talk to people in person, whatever your comfort zone is. But we're educating, we're having a ketone conversation, we're educating people about what ketosis is. And the way that we do that is with this Experience Keto link. It's so simple. That's all we're doing, is sharing that Experience Keto link to people. And then connecting people with resources that are provided from the company. So basically, you just drink the product, you're proof that the product works, and then you connect people with the product. I feel like I'm like tired mom tonight. I should have had a ketone. I have a keto up in my fridge. I should go grab it. And then you guys can see the immediate difference in my focus. So where was I? Okay, so what we do as promoters, basically we share. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to sell. Like, selling's really gets a bad rap. Like really, people think selling is sleazy, like salesmen are sleazy. But really, a lot of us we just share. I do my business on social media. I share about ketones. I share what it's done for me. And then I give people, I sell 5 and 10 day trials. And with the 5 and 10 day trials, it allows people to try ketones at a price point that's really easy at $35, $60, $75, right? Depending on what they're getting. And then what happens, and for those of you that are on the call that have tried ketones, which is all of you guys, is that by day 3, 4, people are like, or like me, day 1, you're like, oh, this is good. This stuff works. And so after you share, then you get them connected with your website. They order, and then what happens naturally, like the more people that you are introducing to ketones, then you have people that are interested and see like, this stuff's really good. And a lot of people are trying to do keto unsuccessfully. Like, I think I want to promote this. And so then what starts out as kind of like a retail business ends up evolving to a more of a multi-level community-based marketing where you build a team of promoters with you and you work as a team. And really it just kind of grows and grows. And so the income potential is really anywhere from someone wanting to earn a little bit to help with bills every month, or someone that wants to replace income. I know Megan is no longer teaching. Lauren went part-time and I went part-time this year. And we've been able to supplement our part-time incomes with our Pruvit income. So really, and then, there are people that get into this on our team and do it with gusto and get lots of people and make really, really significant amounts of money. And like I said, since this is just a baby company, it's just starting. So it's just a really good time to get into it. So, getting into the logistics, yes, we connect people with those 5 and 10 days, and then we give them our website. Well, how does it work? Well, there's a few different ways to get in. For someone that has like a big network of people, a lot of people, you are comfortable, talking to people or doing social media. We recommend coming in with an experience pack, which gives you 200 packets of ketones at like a wholesale cost. And what you do is you find 20 people to try a 10-day trial. You sell those to 20 people, you recoup your money. And that's kind of like your initial investment. And it's a big investment. It's $1,300. Right now, today, it's 15% off. So I think I'll let you guys do the math on that. 15% off of 1,300 is pretty good savings. But that might not be for everybody. But if you have a big network, like if you're not sure if that's the right way for you to start, you could definitely ask whoever invites you to this call. And there's always different options, like if that's not an option for you, whether you don't have a big network or just financially you can't even, you don't even have a credit card to put that on. The next option is if you want to just get a couple boxes of different flavors, like pick your favorite 3 flavors and get 3 boxes, which is 2 for 60 packets of ketones. And you would find 6 people to try a 10-day experience of 3 different flavors. And then, when they're ready, then connect them to your site, and you're going to recoup your cost on that when you resell those. But we recognize that, some people are hungry for an opportunity, but have literally no money to put towards this. That's a reality for a lot of people. A lot of people's backs are against the wall. I will say that Megan and Lauren and I, we put these experience packs on our credit cards, and then we thought we have to hustle so that we can pay that credit card bill the next month. So there's something to be said for that, for doing an investment. It is a business, and I think I do believe that when you treat it like a business, and if you can invest a little bit, there's just that extra push for you to do it, But that being said, some people can't even do that. Like, it's just like you are driven and you want to do it, but you just don't have the financial means to do that. At the very minimum, for all of those options, but the very minimum is a once a year $37 membership fee to be a promoter. And then what we would do with you then, so that the key to this business is getting people. Oh, where did I go? Did I lose you guys? Can you guys still see me? I don't know where I am.
I can see you.
Okay. I pressed something and it took me. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to have ketones in your hands to get into people's hands. Like, we need to pour ketones down people's throats, because a lot of times people are like, I've never heard of ketones. I don't know what this is. Why do I need them? I could do the diet. Like, people just don't know. They have to experience ketones. Like I said, by day 1, 2, 3, they're like, oh, yes, I need to buy more ketones. So if you do join as a promoter with the route of not buying any product, all you need to do is get with whoever, whether it's Lauren or Megan or myself, whoever your sponsor would be, whoever your promoter is, and we would help you get those 5 and 10 days into your people's hands, whether it's that they'll ship them to you, or if it's someone you work with, you can just hand them off at work or whatever. So that's kind of how it works. You recoup your costs with any investments that you do as you sell those 5 and 10-day experiences. And then what happens is you earn commission from the company for each of those orders. And so if you're always working this, like a lot of us are, and you're adding new people to your business every month, they're ordering every month, what happens is you get residual income. So my first month, I added a bunch of people. The second month, a bunch of those people from the first month ordered again, but then I added a bunch of other people. So it's a snowball effect. That's what residual income is. So you can imagine after 2 years, the snowball starts to grow, and then you're just making money at that point. What's really cool about ketones, and for anyone that's ever done any other type of sales thing, is any type of direct selling really hinges on like those auto shipments. That's where you build residual income, that people are ordering multiple months in a row. In my last business, I could barely get people to order 1 month, much less 2 months of our product. With ketones, I have a bunch of customers that have been on auto ship for 2 years. I just sent out like 2-year auto ship presents to those customers. That's crazy. And not only do these people order every month, they're also ordering on sale days. So they're getting their auto shipment. They're getting sale day stuff. They're ordering their reboots the first of every month. So it really starts to add up if you work it. And it just, with anything, your return is whatever you put into it. So if you see this for the opportunity that it is, and you put into it, you can do whatever you want in this. And it really, like I said, it's a really, really exciting time in all of this, just the way that everything's coming together. Keto diet's so mainstream. These ketones are so powerful, and everything's coming together for this perfect storm of a really great opportunity. So any questions? I'm going to go ahead and open it up if anyone has questions. Awesome. So next steps, just get with the person that invited you to this call. If you're listening to the replay, or if you're listening live tonight, I know, Michelle, you're listening in. You probably are trying to get kids to bed and stuff too. Get with the person, and then we will make a plan for you to see. And what I always say is, if you have like even just the slightest bit of like butterflies, I say listen to that, because I had butterflies with this. And like today I did a post, I owe my school district money for taking maternity leave. Not only do I not get paid for my maternity leave, but I owe them a big chunk of money. And that sucks. But you know what? I don't even care because I had butterflies and I decided to do something like this all those years ago. And I just am so grateful that I did listen to that. And I think so many times people like talk themselves out of these types of things because what if? Well, what if you do it and then you don't like it? Then you stop. Like that's the worst case scenario. Or what if you love it and you excel at it and in 2 years, 5 years, you're sitting here leading one of these calls with your life changed from something like this. So, I'm just really big on like if you have that little fire in you, you have those butterflies, do it, you know? So, all right. Good night, everyone. Post reboot. Everyone's all glowy post reboot. All right. Thanks, guys.